आपको मदद चाहिए।
Let us begin this eventful evening with the invocation of God. The prayer will be recited by Srimati Nirmala, Srimati Kala, and Srimati Kiran. I request you all to rise for the prayer. Please be seated.
Governor of Karnataka. Your Excellency, C.T.N. Chaturvedi, Governor of Karnataka, Honorable Justice Venkatacharya ji, Honorable Sri Ramnivas Mehta, Honorable Dr. L.M. Singh ji, Sri D.R. Mehta ji, Acharya Sri Gana ji, Dr. B.M. Hegde, Sri D.R. Mehta ji, Sri D.T. Gadi, my partner and trustee, Sri G.N. Daman ji, dignitaries on the dais, friends, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all for the 10th Mahavir Award function. It's a delightful honor that our Chief Guest, His Excellency C.T.N. Chaturvedi, Honorable Governor of Karnataka, consented to grace this occasion amidst his busy schedule. Sri Chaturvedi ji started his career as an academic. His joining in the Indian Administrative Service in 1950 marked the beginning of an illustrious career, prior to assuming the office of the Governor of Karnataka in 2002. He served in various capacities in the state and union governments. These include the National Academy of Administration, State Industrial and Mineral Development Corporation, and Indian Institute of Public Administration, among others. He has served as a member in various committees, including the Consultative Committee for the Ministry of Defence, Joint Committee on Patents, Committee on External Affairs, and Committee on Official Language. His stints in institutions of varied field took him to Paris as Executive Board member of UNESCO. Whatever portfolio he had, he handled it with ease and poise. An able administrator to the core and a perfectionist, He fine-tuned the working of each department that he served. He has authored 2 books titled Transfer of Technology Among Developing Countries and Comparative Public Administration, both of which won international acclaim. He has co-authored various publications on administration as well. He has been conferred an honorary doctorate by the Lal Bahadur Shastri Deemed University. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of the Bhagwan Oil Foundation. While we are happy to receive increased number of nominations each year, it becomes all the more challenging to select the awardees. This year we received 355 nominations that met the foundation's selection criteria. It is 143 more than last year's nominations. This gives us immense satisfaction because of the wider reach, besides coming to know of more people who are striving towards a better tomorrow for the less fortunate citizens. It is humbling to read about the services of the nominees. They give their heart and soul to their cause, expecting nothing in return, unmindful that the world around them becomes increasingly materialistic. They affirm the cause of the foundation and inspire us to become selfless too. We are also happy that our efforts in recognizing their services allow the society to turn its attention on the indomitable spirit. As you are aware, this year Dr. Sarath Kumar Dixit and Dr. S.S. Badrinath have been chosen for the award for excellence in the sphere of education and medicine, and Sri Rajmal Jain was the ideal choice for the award. And trustee Sri G.N. Ramanji, dignitaries on the dais, friends, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all for the 10th Mahavir Awards function. It's a delightful honor that our Chief Guest, His Excellency Sri T. N. Chaturvedi, Honorable Governor of Karnataka, consented to grace this occasion amidst his busy schedule. Sri Chaturvedi ji started his career as an academic. His joining in the Indian Administrative Service in 1950 marked the beginning of an illustrious career prior to assuming the office of the Governor of Karnataka in 2002. He served in various capacities in the state and union governments. These include the National Academy of Administration, State Industrial and Mineral Development Corporation, and Indian Institute of Public Administration, among others. He has served as a member in various committees, including the Consultative Committee for the Ministry of Defence, Joint Committee on Patents, Committee on External Affairs, and Committee on Official Language. His stints in institutions of varied field took him to Paris as Executive Board Member of UNESCO. Whatever portfolio he had, he handled it with ease and poise. An able administrator to the core and a perfectionist, he fine-tuned the working of each department that he served. He has authored 2 books titled Transfer of Technology Among Developing Countries and Comparative Public Administration, both of which won international acclaim. He has co-authored various publications on administration as well. He has been conferred an honorary doctorate by the Lal Bahadur Shastri Deemed University. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of the Bhagwan Oil Foundation. While we are happy to receive increased number of nominations each year, it becomes all the more challenging to select the awardees. This year we received 355 nominations that met the foundation's selection criteria. It is 143 more than last year's nominations. This gives us immense satisfaction because of the wider reach, besides coming to know of more people who are striving towards a better tomorrow for the less fortunate citizens. It is humbling to read about the services of the nominees. They give their heart and soul to their cause, expecting nothing in return, unmindful that the world around them becomes increasingly materialistic. They affirm the cause of the foundation and inspire us to become selfless too. We are also happy that our efforts in recognizing that services allow society to turn its attention on the indomitable books titled Transfer of Technology Among Developing Countries and Comparative Public Administration, both of which won international acclaim. He has co-authored various publications on administration as well. He has been conferred an honorary doctorate by the Lal Bahadur Shastri Deemed University. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of the Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation. While we are happy to receive increased number of nominations each year, it becomes all the more challenging to select the awardees. This year we received 355 nominations that met the foundation's selection criteria. It is 143 more than last year's nominations. This gives us immense satisfaction because of the wider reach, besides coming to know of more people who are striving towards a better tomorrow for the less fortunate citizens. It is humbling to read about the services of the nominees. They give their heart and soul to their cause, expecting nothing in return, unmindful that the world around them becomes increasingly materialistic. They affirm the cause of the foundation and inspire us to become selfless too. We are also happy that our efforts in recognizing their services allow the society to turn its attention on the indomitable spirit. As you are aware, this year Dr. Sarath Kumar Dikshit and Dr. S.S. Badrinath have been chosen for the award for excellence in the sphere of education and medicine, and Sri Rajmal Jain was the ideal choice for the award for excellence in the sphere of community and social service. The services being rendered by the awardees are featured in the respective profiles in the brochure. The decision to give 2 awards in the category of education and medicine was taken as the nominations received for the field of non-violence and vegetarianism did not match the criteria set by the foundation. With each nomination deserving equal merit, it proved to be a demanding job for the jury members, but as always the choices were unanimous. We appreciate the unbiased work of jury members and thank them for their kind cooperation. We are grateful to see Justice M.N. Venkatachalaya, former Chief Justice of India, for his guidance as the chairman of the selection committee. We are honored that Sri Ramnivas Mirza, former MP and Union Minister of the Government of India, guides us as the chairman of the foundation. Besides being a member of the jury, in the month of October, Sri Venkatachalaya ji, Sri Ramnivas Mirza ji, Sri D.R. Mehta ji, Dr. L.N. Singh ji were selected. The selection of awardees does not belittle your services. Each of your works deserves merit and no one else can fill your position. We do pray that you will carry on with renewed energy. The nominators need special mention and appreciation, but for whom we could not have had this overwhelming response. We request you to continue your support at this juncture. I wish to inform that we are taking steps to ensure that we receive nominations from each and every state. It is our desire that all the states are equally represented. All good deeds need to be brought to light, even if they are being done in some remote corner. We will be creating awareness about the foundation and the Mahavir Awards through vernacular dailies in all the states. Each nomination we receive takes me back 10 years when the seed for this idea was sown in my mind. It was a small news item about the Nobel Prize that caught my attention and set me thinking about the private and public awards in our country. It induced in me a strong desire to institute awards for those institutions and individuals who light up the lives of the downtrodden. Thus was born the Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation. Here, while thanking the media for turning the spotlight on the awards function, I wish them constructive results from their work, because it was a news item written by one of them that has resulted in 10 years of existence of Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation. This being the 10th Mahavir Awards function, I wish to place on record our gratitude and for our founder chairman, H. C. Subramaniam ji, our former advisors, Sri M. Gopalakrishna and Sri P. Krishnamurthy. We owe our success to the strong foundation laid by them. I thank the trustees and staff members of the foundation who took care of all the procedural work related to the awards. I thank the public and my sons, Sri Prasanjan Jain and Sri Vinod Kumar and other members of my family for their constructive suggestions and cooperation. Together, let us honor each and every individual involved in humanitarian service. Let us pray that their lives multiply by the day. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I request, thank you sir. I request, please. Thank you. I request Sri Niyojan Jain to garland Sri Ramnivas Sri Dirga, Chairman of the Sangeet Natak Academy and Chairman of Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation, and honor him with the shawl. I request Sri Vidyalas Ji Surana to garland Padma Bhushan Dr. L.S. Singhvi, former High Commissioner for India and UK, and honor him with the shawl. I request Sri Devanji Bhakta to garland Sri Deepchand Rage, Bar and Law and Philanthropist, and honor him with the shawl. I request Sri Mambilal Ji Rante to garland Dr. B.M. Hetty, Chairman, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Mangalore, Indra, and present shawl. I request Srimati Chandrabai to present the bouquet to Puja Acharya Sri Chandana Ji Maharaj. To garland Sri Dr. D.R. Mehta, IAS retired, former Chairman of SEBI, and present the shawl. I request Justice M.L. Venkatacharya to release the award scale brochure and address the gallery.
Members of the days, this ceremony symbolizes the long history of science, the importance for the civil society, the very distinguishing feature of this awards is the spirit in which the awards have been founded by Subhash Chandra. There are many awards have been associated with a number of juries. But the one thing that distinguishes this award is that it's been founded by one individual, inspired by the highest ideals of Jainism. I was amazed when I visited him at his residence. I was simply amazed at the frugal, the Spartan way in which he lives. You can't say that that's the house of a well-to-do man. And ourselves for these 55 years, the problems, all the good work that have been done by all good men, all good organizations, all the time over these 50 and odd years, has not been able to scratch the surface of the Indian problem. Once Dr. Hegde was mentioned to me that we are simply able to provide good drinking water, basic sanitary facilities, and a reasonably smokeless kitchen. Almost 55% of all diseases in this country will vanish. We are now converting healthcare in this country into medical care. We want people to fall ill and treat them with medicines. This is the irony of a country which cannot afford this kind of luxury. Some professor was writing that if you want to achieve the benefits that society can get by the establishment of 300 all India institutes of medical sciences, just reduce smoking by 10%. If you reduce smoking by 10%, the benefit will be equivalent to the establishment of 300 all India institutes of medical sciences. This kind of awareness is what one of the awards stands for. And unfortunately, this time the nominations were not adequate, and that award had to be postponed added on to the next year. The awardees of this year, except by honoring these great men, their contribution is immense. It's invaluable. They are role models for a great society. Somebody said 2,500 years ago that if you extend the principle of tender care for the tender ones in your family and the respect that you give to the elders in your family, to the elders in others' family, by this extension of your compassion, you can roll a great society in the palm of your hands. You can protect all within the 4 seas. But without such extension, you cannot protect your own wives and children. This is the spirit in which these awards have been initiated. And the transparency and the analytical clarity with which the nominations are processed is simply wonderful. I've been associated with for a number of years, and I find that there has been an exemplary standard of approach to the matter. And what is interesting is, whenever I ask Mr. Sugalchand, what's your opinion about this? He says, I leave it to the jury. He had never cast his shadows on the process of selection. He's a remarkable human being. I think we should establish, outside the Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation, must establish a society just to be able to honor a man like Sugalchand. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I request Shri Ramnivasji Mirza to deliver the presidential address.
esteemed Governor of Karnataka, Sri Chaturvedi ji, Justice Venkatachalaya, distinguished persons on the dais, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. It was indeed a very happy thought on the part of Sri Sugal Chand Jain to start these awards, which over the years have assumed a significance of their role. As was mentioned just now, there are many awards being given by non-official organizations like ours, but I will modestly say that one does not know of many who act with such transparency, sincerity and honesty, and in the process of selection in which very distinguished people are involved. So we should all be very thankful to Sugal Chand Jain and his family for starting these awards and the spirit in which he has been continuing it. Society owes it to people who have served humanity in our country and abroad, who have given the best part of their life and attention to serve the society of which they are a part, should be recognized, and we feel it is our bounden duty as civil society, as a society, to honor them and in the process honor ourselves. Very rightly put by Justice Venkatachalaya. Government has a number of awards and sometimes become controversial. But it is remarkable that over the 10 years since when these awards have been awarded, have been created, there has not been a single controversy about the nature of awards. This is a very great feature of these awards. And if you see, over the years, the type of persons who have got those awards, persons and institutions, you will find them very remarkable people of which our nation can well be proud of. So, these awards through these awards we have discovered people of great eminence, wisdom, perspicacity, selfless service, who have done tremendous work. If you could describe as you would at least award is this time, all along there have been remarkable people in many ways whom we have sought to give awards. We are very thankful to all of you for being present here today. The award ceremony last year was organized in Chennai. This year we have come to Bangalore, and the main purpose sometimes is New Delhi, and the main purpose behind this is that people of different parts of our country should be acquainted with the nature of people and the nature of the foundation that had given them awards, so that it might be public awareness of these significant achievements and the role that they have played in serving humanity in various ways. With these words, I again extend you all a very hearty welcome, and as the President, thank particularly Justice Venkatachalaya and members of the jury for the time and attention they have devoted it. They have stinged on nothing to spare themselves to very assiduously study all proposals from various angles, cross-check, ask other people for their opinion, and come to decisions which, as the judge said, is always unanimous. these words. I thank Subhash Chandra family for initiating these awards, and I hope this will inspire other people to come forward to honor people who have done themselves proud and who have played significant role in various spheres of national life and in social standing. Jai Hind.
आचार्य चंद्रा जी को हनुमंतैया जी की सुपुत्री से मिलने का सौभाग्य मुझे मिला। मुझे उनके साथ बहुत प्रगाढ़ और निकट अंतरंग संबंध रहे। कई बार मैं जब यहाँ आया और कहीं रुकने का इंतजाम भी किया तो गवर्नर साहब उन्होंने उसको ओवररूल कर दिया और कहा कि नहीं, तुम मेरे ही घर पर रुकोगे, मेरे ही पास रुकोगे। एक उदार बना व्यक्तित्व थे और क्या शिल्प उन्होंने बनाया है और क्या बेंगलोर को उनकी जो विरासत है उसको याद किए बिना नहीं रह सकता। खास तौर से इसलिए कि आज उनकी सुपुत्री हमारे बीच में मौजूद है। मैं उनका अभिनंदन करता हूँ। ये पुरस्कार की प्रक्रिया इतनी पारदर्शी, इतनी सचेत है कि इस पुरस्कार ने एक अपनी पहचान और अपनी मान्यता और अपना सम्मान अर्जित किया है। ये पुरस्कार देना तो कोई बहुत बड़ी बात नहीं, रुपया देना भी बहुत बड़ी बात नहीं है, पर कभी शुद्ध और बुद्ध प्रयोजन से, शुद्ध और प्रबुद्ध प्रयोजन से अगर कुछ दिया जाए और जैसी विनम्रता सुगाल चंद जी साहब में है उस विनम्रता के साथ दिया जाए तब अच्छा लगता है। इनकी विनम्रता, इनकी सदाशयता, इनकी न्याय निष्ठा, इनकी संस्कृति निष्ठा और इनकी धर्म निष्ठा का अभिनंदन करने का आज समय है। किंतु इसके साथ ही मुझे इस बात की खुशी है कि आज हमारे बीच जो तीन बड़े व्यक्ति हैं जिनको हम आदर करने में स्वयं अपने आप को समादृत कर रहे हैं, उनका सम्मान न केवल उनके कार्य का सम्मान है, हम सब का सम्मान है। समाज के चैतन्य का सम्मान। राजमल जी साहब जैन, डॉक्टर बद्रीनाथ जी, जिनके काम को तो मैंने देखा है, सराहा है और जिनको परमाचार्य महास्वामी कांची के जो थे उनका आशीर्वाद भी प्राप्त रहा और वहाँ जाने का मुझे मौका मिला। मुझे एक बार मेरे परम मित्र नानी पालकी वाला ने कहा था कि जब भी तुम चेन्नई जाओ, उस वक्त में चेन्नई नाम नहीं था, मद्रास था, तो जब जाओ तो वहाँ डॉक्टर बद्रीनाथ से जरूर मिलना और उनका नेत्राया जरूर मिलना। आज नानी पालकी वाला नहीं है, किंतु मेरे मन में उनकी वाणी की अनुगूंज है, क्योंकि नानी पालकी वाला के जीवन में ये बात देखी उन्होंने और कहा कि कहीं ऐसा भी होता है कि व्यक्ति इतनी प्रबंध कुशलता के साथ, इतने वैज्ञानिक तरीके से और फिर भी इतने लोगों से जुड़ा होकर के इतनी सेवाएं दे सकता है। उस नेत्रालय में मैं गया हूँ। एक समय था जब परमाचार्य का स्मरण करने के लिए, पुण्य स्मरण था वो, मैं गया था और मैंने वो काम को देखा है। हमारे डॉक्टर शरद कुमार दीक्षित को किन शब्दों में अभिनंदित करूं और श्री राजमल जी जैन को किन शब्दों में अभिनंदित करूं। इन्होंने अपने अपने क्षेत्र में ऐसा काम किया है कि जो एक मानक कीर्तिमान है सेवा का, करुणा का और समर्पण का। ये सेवा, करुणा और समर्पण अहिंसा से ही जुड़े हुए हैं। अहिंसा का जो पुरस्कार, एक मुख्यतः मैंने कहा कि ये तीनों पुरस्कार अहिंसा के पुरस्कार ही हैं, क्योंकि अहिंसा के स्वरूप कई हैं, अहिंसा के आयाम कई हैं और अहिंसा जब जीवन में उतरती है तो कभी करुणा का वेश धारण करती है, कभी सेवा का वेश धारण करती है, कभी समर्पण का वेश धारण करती है। मैंने राजगृह में जाकर ये देखा, आचार्य चंद्रनाथ जी के पास गया तब कि किस प्रकार अहिंसा का संदेश जो परम पूज्य अमर मुनि ने दिया था, उस संदेश को चरितार्थ कैसे किया है। क्योंकि हमारी परंपरा में एक बात विशेष है, वो विशेष बात यह है कि केवल ज्ञान अपर्याप्त है। ज्ञान हो और दर्शन न हो तो वो भी अपर्याप्त है। ज्ञान हो, दर्शन हो और चरित्र भी हो, तब मनुष्य रत्नों से मंडित होता है। और मनुष्य का जीवन, सामाजिक जीवन, इन तीनों निकष पर जब खरा उतरता है तो उनको हम पुरस्कार देने के लिए लालायित होते हैं। वास्तव में सम्मान इस पुरस्कार का है कि ऐसे व्यक्तियों को हम आज सम्मानित कर रहे हैं जो अपने आप में कीर्तिमान हैं, एक उदाहरण हैं, एक दृष्टांत हैं और जिनके यशस्वी अवदान से मनुष्यता को मनुष्यता का आभास मिला है। मैंने आपसे कहा कि राजगृह में मैंने जाकर देखा कि किस प्रकार एक साध्वी आचार्य अपनी तन मन धन से जिस प्रकार से हो सकते संपूर्णता के साथ मानवता की सेवा करती है, आदिवासियों की सेवा करती है। उनको यह पुरस्कार भेंट करने का सौभाग्य पहले ही मिल चुका है, किंतु आज वो हमारे बीच में हैं। यह मुझे एक विशेष आह्लाद और उल्लास और धन्यता की अनुभूति देता है। ऐसी विधि, ऐसे लोग, ऐसे आपके ऊपर एक विशेष अनुकंपा देखा तो मैं चमत्कृत हो गया। कहाँ विदेशों में, देश में सर्वत्र होता है कि आचार्य चंद्रनाथ जी के दर्शन हो जाए तो हम अपने आप को कृतकृत्य समझें। आज हमारे बीच में आई हैं अनुकंपा के इस बड़े उपक्रम को अपना आशीर्वाद देने के लिए और उसको बल देने के लिए। सुबेदर जी साहब, एक बात मैं कहना चाहता हूँ, और ये आज यहाँ राजस्थान के भी बहुत लोग हैं और राजस्थान के ही एक विभूति ने ये सभागार का निर्माण भी किया था और हम ऐसी जगह हैं भारतीय विद्या भवन जिसका निर्माण मेरे अपने गुरु डॉक्टर के मुंशी ने किया था। मैं बताना चाहता हूँ कि भारतीय संस्कृति और भारतीय दृष्टि की सृष्टि भारतीय विद्या भवन के माध्यम से करने का हमने प्रयत्न किया है। वर्षों से मैं जुड़ा रहा हूँ इससे और आज यहाँ बैठकर यही कहना चाहता हूँ आपके साथ कि ये पुरस्कार अपने आप में एक धन्यता है, एक बड़ी उपलब्धि है। इतने वर्षों तक इस पुरस्कार को आपने इतनी गहरी पारदर्शिता के साथ कायम रखा और कभी ये ख्याल नहीं किया हमने इसमें पुरस्कार देने के वक्त में कि किसको हम दे रहे हैं, क्यों दे रहे हैं। काम का ख्याल, क्या काम हुआ है, क्या उस काम की गुणवत्ता है, क्या उस काम में अंतर्निहित और सन्निविष्ट मनुष्यता का संदेश है। आज जिनको हम पुरस्कृत कर रहे हैं उनको सम्मान करने में यही कहना चाहता हूँ कि हम सब लोग कृतकृत्य हैं। आज हम सब लोग यहाँ उपस्थित हैं तो उनका अभिनंदन करने के लिए, उनके जीवन का अभिनंदन करने के लिए, उनके उपलब्धियों का अभिनंदन करने के लिए। और आज केवल यही कहकर मैं वक्तव्य को विराम देना चाहता हूँ कि अहिंसा अगर परम धर्म है, अगर अहिंसा परमो धर्म है तो परमो धर्म इसलिए है कि वो करुणा का प्रकल्प है, सेवा का अभियान है और समर्पण है जीवन मूल्यों के प्रति, मर्यादाओं के प्रति। अपने लिए नहीं, स्वार्थ से परे उठकर जब परमार्थ की तरफ हम चलते हैं तभी हमारे यहाँ अभी मथुर कृष्णमूर्ति नहीं दिखाई दे रहे हैं जो यहाँ के ऑनरेरी डायरेक्टर हैं। उनका मेरा एक बातचीत हो रही थी, उन्होंने कहा कि देखिए एक ही शब्द में महाभारत ने कितना सुंदर कह दिया कि परपीड़न से बड़ा कोई अन्याय नहीं है, अनाचार नहीं है और किसी का उपकार करने से अधिक कोई पुण्य नहीं है। पुण्य और पाप की इस परिभाषा को सार्थक करते हुए आज के जो पुरस्कार भेंट किए जा रहे हैं, बड़ी विनम्रता के साथ उस पुरस्कार का मैं अभिनंदन करता हूँ, उस परिवार का अभिनंदन करता हूँ और यही कहना चाहता हूँ कि जैसे सुगलचंद जी साहब, नथमल जी साहब की परंपरा को निभा रहे हैं, उनके पुत्र और उनका परिवार उसी परंपरा को बराबर निभाते रहे। मैं आपका बताता
Need of reconstructive surgery. Service above self is how his work can be described, because a single-minded focus to alleviate the social stigma attached to birth defects saw him overcoming health setbacks and turning them into an advantageous situation. When a car accident left him paralyzed on the right side, he enhanced his cosmetic and plastic surgery skills on his road to recovery so that he could continue his life mission. With his left hand wielding the scalpel, soon he was back doing what he was best at, setting right the phases of his brethren. His unfazed by the laws of his sweet voice, that enthralled music lovers to cancer and a heart that function at 17% of his capacity after 3 surgeries. A wheelchair is all that he needs for his deaf fingers to work magic. He spends close to 6 months in India so as to carry out as many surgeries as possible. The rest of the year, he practices in the USA to financially facilitate the surgeries in India. His gracious corrective surgeries, that number close to 80,000, not only change the faces but the lives as well. The Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation is pleased to confirm the Mahavir Award in the field of education and medicine on Dr. Sharad Kumar Dixit in recognition of his service and hopes that it would inspire others to emulate him. Thank you.
Dr. S.S. Badrinath Jain is synonymous with vision restoration. A doctor by profession, a humanitarian at heart, a small step taken by Indus Foundation in 1979, which has since been doing human service and vision care. Shankara Nethralaya, the hospital wing of the foundation, has grown into an ophthalmic center par excellence, attracting patients from all over the country and the world, gaining knowledge and experience in his chosen field. Dr. Badrinath came from the USA to serve the needy here. At his tutor's age, the foundation has grown in its stature with 18 offshoots such as the Ophthalmological Medical and Postgraduate Center, Vision Research Foundation, Susha Eye Bank, Allied School of Optometry, etc. The hospital serves rural areas through its outreach camps organized twice a month. Dr. Badrinath has single-mindedly popularized eye donation in India. His persistent efforts have borne fruit, with many citizens donating their eyes, thus giving vision to those lacking it. More than 5,800 people have benefited by his eye donations. Besides, he has pioneered retinal surgical practice in our country. He is also credited with introducing optometry as a special stream of study. His principles have helped Shankara Nethralaya retain its non-commercial approach to ophthalmic centers. The hospital spends close to ₹1 crore a year to treat those in the fringes of the society. The Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation appreciates his service, which shines as a beacon of light in the paths of many. The Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation is pleased to confer the Mahavir Award in the field of education and medicine on Dr. S.S. Badrinath in recognition of his service and hopes that it would inspire others to emulate him.
I request Mr. Amit Hinduja to read the citation.
The citation reads, "Let my attitude be always friendly towards all living beings, and the milk of kindness flow from my heart towards the helpless and the sorry. Mera Bhavne. Sri Rajmal Jain's desire to see the world as a better place has taken many forms. He has a towering presence in the rural districts of Rajasthan, where his initiatives have seen a tremendous improvement in community welfare. Drawn by the plight of the less fortunate, he focused on alleviating their miseries. As a first step towards seeing smiles on the faces around him, he founded the Sri Bhairav Netra Samriti in Bilaspur of Rajasthan. Through numerous eye camps, Sri Rajmal Jain has been instrumental in restoring the sight of more than 1 lakh of people who otherwise could not afford it. With a strong belief in the importance of health in a person's well-being, he has been running the Sri Nagora Bhairav Free Dispensary for over 4 decades. He has also established a multi-facility hospital in Samarkand. Speaking of health, he looks into every aspect of the people's welfare. This has resulted in tremendous improvement in the health scenario. His efforts in the eradication of tuberculosis took the form of TB camps, followed by regular medication and review. Besides various welfare programs for tribal populace, Sri Rajmal Jain has established 2 schools with residential facilities for the hearing and speech impaired. The Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation is pleased to confer the Mahavir Award in the field of community and social service on Sri Rajmal Jain in recognition of his service and hopes that it will inspire others to emulate him.
To present the award, strong and check of ₹5 lakhs to Sri Rajmal S. Jain.
Shri Ram Nivas Mirza, Honorable Dr. L.M. Singhvi, Sri N. Sugalchand Jain, the Managing Trustee of the Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation, Sri Professor B.M. Hegde, Barrister Sri Deepchand Gardi, Sri D.R. Mehta, Acharya Sri Chandananji Maharaj, Sri G. N. Damani, the distinguished awardees, Dr. Sharat Kumar Dikshit, Dr. S.S. Badrinath, Sri Rajmal S. Jain, the other trustees, the members of the family of Sri Sugalchand Jain, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I deem it a matter of privilege to be here this evening. Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation, set up by Sri Sugalchand Jain, is indeed a remarkable institution. When I was told about it by Sri Mirdaji, later on I saw the brochure which was issued last year at Chennai, learned more about the activities of the Mahavir Foundation. As was very aptly said by Justice Venkatachalaya, that the founder, Sri Sugal Chand Jain, has been motivated, animated by the ideals, the idealism, the soul uplifting message of service, compassion, elevation of suffering that we have in the eternal, perennial message which Bhagavan Mahavir left for the world. He himself is an embodiment of humility, and I understand, it was told by Dr. Singhvi as well as by Mirdaji, that they themselves really present the illustration of what we call aparigraha. They earn, but the family members also want, particularly inspired by Sri Sugal Chand Jain, to spend also on public good, for the good of the society. And this is something which I think in these days of encircling gloom, of decadence and degeneration about which we are the witness daily, and we hear about things, then I think they provide some kind of the lamps of illumination, of inspiration, of guidance. That's why I will also like to, in the first place, congratulate Sri Sugal Chand Jain and his colleagues, the trustees, and the members of the family who also are involved in this entire, the elevating kind of work that he is doing for the society. They really deserve our commendation, and I have no doubt that the founder himself provides inspiration to the other members of the family. I'd also like to mention that I have had the opportunity to know about the work that the distinguished awardees had been doing in their spheres of work. Though I had an opportunity only to meet Dr. Badrinath, but one finds that the many cited services in such a silent manner they are doing, because for them the service is its own reward. It provides a sense of fulfillment to them. That's why both Justice Venkatachalaya and Mirdaji and Dr. Singhvi also in his Hindi presentation particularly mentioned that it is actually when we recognize the services of such men of eminence, such men of distinction, who in every way try to serve society. They are the pioneers. They also become the instruments of inspiring others. They also become the mobilizers without caring, without bothering as to what others do or say, and continue to pursue the goal that they set unto themselves. That's why we rightly honor ourselves when we recognize the services or honor them. It is a matter of privilege for me to be an instrument, to have the vehicle to honor, also share in that glory. It's not for me to speak in any detail about the services that they have rendered. If you have heard the citation, if you look at the brochure that has been released today, which gives a very precise and a very brief presentation of their biographical, the sketch and also the work they are doing, then you will find that what kind of the milk of human kindness flows in them and how they really provide inspiration to others and can provide inspiration to the coming generations. It is these people really who lend dignity to what we call civilization or what we call culture. These are the people who make the things really significant, and that's why Justice Venkatachalaya at the very outset mentioned about the significance of this function, and which was underscored by Mirdaji and Dr. L.M. Singhvi. That's why it is, I think, the brief when I mean it when I say that this kind of the people should be actually almost forced to go around amongst the younger people who will catch that enthusiasm, that elan, that spirit from the spirit which may have escaped us, but which, and the idealism which the youth have, they will be able to catch that kind of elan from them, because I said they are the real role models and they can mold the future generations. So on your behalf, I felicitate them, I congratulate them, and much more than that, I express my profound thanks on your behalf and on my behalf to each and every one of them, and the ideals and the spirit that they have represented, because they bear witness to the fact that whatever gloom and despair we may find, that God is not yet despaired of humanity as such, till the humanism continues even to animate some select people like this who in the dark nights show as the stars show us the path. And I will again once more like to congratulate the trustees and Sri Sugal Chand Jain, because they are the galaxy of the trustee, the galaxy of the jury is really something quite amazing. The kind of the people that Sri Sugal Chand Jain has been able to persuade to associate themselves with his enterprise is simply because of the fact that these persons themselves are aware as to what is the enduring significance of the Mahavir Foundation and the work it has been doing. The Mahavir Foundation, as you'll find from the brochure, is carrying on a number of other activities, and I think it is with a great humility that he has initiated this work. And the jury's task, as you are all aware, is never a very easy one. But as Mirdaji said, that all these 10 years, the awards have been beyond any controversy, shows the way, the transparent way, the sincere way, and the jury have worked, and the confidence that they themselves command in the public mind as such. That's why there will be never any controversy about their own choice. And I must also commend the work of the Mahavir Foundation, because as you heard from Mr. Sugal Chand Jain, from a few nominations in the beginning, at the inception of these awards, now they have gone into 4 they receive, and from all parts of the country, from all sections of the people, because so far as the awards are concerned, they also are not confined to any particular sect, the group, the region, and so on. That's why it is really a matter of pride and privilege for me to have been asked to give away these awards on your behalf. I thank Mr. Sugal Chand Jain, Ramnivas Ji Mirda, and Dr. Singhvi, and Dr. Barrister Gardi, and others for asking me to be here. And I must thank also Dr. Singhvi for very partial, gracious remarks about me, but I must him thank for it all the same, because I know they spring from his own the feelings for me. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to my rambling remarks. Jai Bharat, Jai Karnataka, Jai Bhagwan Mahavir.
Thank you, Ramnivas. I request His Excellency the Governor of Karnataka to present token of appreciation and mementos to the jury members. Shri Ramnivas Ji Mirda. Justice M.N. Venkatacharya.
And of Singhvi, now Dr. Krishnamurthy has appeared.
Dr. M.S. Singhvi. Dr. B.M. Hegde. Shri D.R. Mehta.
His work also itself, things written for the children.
And Shri Deepchand V. Gargi.
So much of work he has been.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I request Shri S. Prasanjan Jain to convey the vote of thanks.
Behalf of the trustees and chairman of Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation, and also on my own behalf, I sincerely thank Sri T. N. Chaturvedi, His Excellency the Governor of Karnataka, for accepting our invitation to be with us this evening as the chief guest and for presenting the awards. Our sincere thanks are due to Sri Ramnivas Mirda Ji, Chairman Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation, for gracing the occasion and delivering the presidential address. We sincerely thank the former Chief Justice of India, Sri M.N. Venkatacharya, Chairman of the Jury Committee, for his gracious presence, selecting the awardees and releasing the 10th Bhagwan Mahavir Awards booklet. We profusely thank the other jury members, Dr. L.M. Singhvi Ji, Sri Deepchand Ji Gardi, Pujya Acharya Sri Chandaji Maharaj, Professor B.M. Hegde, and Dr. Sri D.R. Mehta Ji for their kind presence at the function and also for selecting the awardees. We are extremely thankful to the 10th Mahavir Awards recipients for honoring us by their gracious presence. We thank all the sponsors for their overwhelming response. We do hope that they will continue sponsoring in future also to make these awards very effective. I would like to express my sincere thanks to all the trustees, all our guests and invitees for their gracious presence here. We convey our thanks to the representative of the press, police, the visual media, our office staff members and other friends and the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. Our special thanks to Uttamji and his colleagues for all their efforts. Once again, we thank one and all individually. Thank you.
कल्याणम, नमो सिद्धाणम, नमो आहिर्याणम, नमो उमच्छायाणम, नमो लोये सर्वसापूर्णम, एसो पंचनमुक्कारो सर्वपापप्रणाशनो मंगलाय च सर्वेषु परमं भवै मंगलम। विश्वव्यापितमोभिनस्तितरणे बालोपिकल्पाङ्कुरो दारिद्राणिरजावलिं परिशिशो काष्ठानि पद्मिकरा पीयूषशरमोपिदोरिणहं यद्वत्तथा देवीहो मूर्तिस्फूर्तिमती सती प्रियवती कष्टानि कर्तुं क्षमा गिर्वाणद्रुमधेनुकोपमणयस् तस्याङ्गणे विङ्गिनो देवा दानवमानवा सिरिनयं तस्मै इदं हरिना लक्ष्मीस्तस्य वशावशीकरुणिना ब्रह्माण्डसंस्थानिनि श्रीचिन्तामणिपार्श्वनाथमनिशं संस्तुतिमुद्ध्यायते चत्तारिमङ्गलम् अनन्तामङ्गलं सिद्धामङ्गलं साहुमङ्गलं केलिपण्यतोरुमङ्गलं चत्तारि युगतमा अरहन्ता युगतमा सिद्धा युगतमा साहु युगतमा केलिपण्यतोरुमो युगतमो। उत्तम है प्रभु का नाम, मंगलमय है प्रभु का स्मरण, धन्य है वह मार्ग जिस मार्ग पर चलकर हम आप सब सुख शांति प्राप्त कर सकेंगे। मैं बोलूंगी, आप सभी दोहराएंगे। चत्तारि शरणं प्रवक्ष्यामि, अरहन्ते शरणं प्रवक्ष्यामि, सिद्धे शरणं प्रवक्ष्यामि, साहु शरणं प्रवक्ष्यामि, धम्मं शरणं प्रवक्ष्यामि, अभ्यविलक्ष्यकदम्बकस्य तिलको निःशेष सूर्यावने रापीड प्रतिबोधने गुणवताम् अग्रे।
Não,